Yo, thinking about it, I dropped some crazy gems in my last videos, in my first few videos on TikTok. I dropped some crazy gems. Like, that is really shit. That is peak shit, for real. And it's like, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. But those who know, know. That's some crazy shit right there to deep right there, for real. And it just got me thinking, this might be some shit that, like, will end some, or could end, possibly end friendships, for real, depending on the situation that I'm about to say. But you niggas don't care about black liberation as much as you say you do. I swear to God, you niggas don't. Because if you did, you would not be Christian right now. And if you got if you get them down in these comments and say anything other than that, use an Uncle Tom ass nigga on me, on my soul, use an Uncle Tom ass nigga. Because if you just really, please just listen to it and think about it. Niggas was not Christian until niggas was slaves. Niggas was not Christian until niggas was slaves. So the 400 years is up, nigga. You don't have to be a slave no more. You don't have to be a Christian no more, nigga. The 400 years is up, nigga. God will not forsake you for not believing in the Bible. God didn't write that motherfucking Bible, nigga. God is not Christian, nigga. That motherfucking, that burning bush could have been a fucking, who knows, for all we fucking know. King James the first, whoever the fuck wrote the, King James the first wrote the word of God, and he also wrote a book about demonology. So that's a fact. Knowing that, it's like, who are you listening to? And this white man is still your motherfucking slave master, nigga. And no matter what you niggas say, no matter what the Bible say about how the fuck Christ looked, you think of a white man every time you think of God. Every time you think of Jesus, you think of that motherfucking white man. That white man is still niggas fucking slave master to this fucking day and got you niggas scared to go against a religion that they beat into y'all niggas. And still watching the fruits of their fucking labor work out in their motherfucking favor because you niggas is scared of becoming more than what they taught you to be. You niggas are so scared of denouncing a religion that doesn't benefit us in any particular way other than knowing the principles and upholding the correct awareness and intangibles that Jesus came with. And so if you boasting about Christianity, you basically bragging about how you still enslaved, nigga. You basically bragging about how you still enslaved. And that shit is crazy. And what did Kanye say? Kanye said, nigga, slavery is a choice, nigga. You still choosing to be a fucking slave because you still choosing to believe in this fucking white man religion that this motherfucking white man gave you. If you niggas claim to be from Africa as much as you claim to be from Africa and the motherland, even though we know it was people of this phenotype over here in America before the white man came over here. So we still don't fucking know if we're native to the land or if niggas is African. But it's both. It's both. Niggas were here and niggas were brung over here from slave Atlantic trade, whatever the fuck. But if you niggas claim to be from the motherland as much as you fucking do, or even native, you niggas claim that shit so fucking much, what the fuck? What the fuck? It's almost stupidity to still perpetuate the enduring of slavery as your most proudest aspect of life. But that shit is over with. And that shit is over with. The 400 years is up, nigga. You don't have to be a slave anymore. That shit is over with. But I understand also. I understand the paradox. I understand the different extremes. I understand that Christianity might have got us through specific things and times in life. And I realized that people have their own journey. And I understand and recognize that people have their own spiritual journey. And people find God and how they find God. I totally understand that. But also saying on the same token is that you got manipulated into a spiritual practice and belief that's not of nature in a sense. And I'm not going against what Jesus teaches in the Bible, because I agree with the true aspect of what Jesus' teachings was. And Jesus him fucking self was telling you that your divine nature is of God in divinity, and that God is in you. God is us. So Jesus' teachings, well, go with them for sure. But the way it's been contorted and twisted, that you niggas believe, not you niggas, but that the general population of Christians believe that God is an outside force that condemns people for mishaps and other things. Jesus and Lucifer are literally two of the same token in the Bible. You have Jesus and you have the other aspect of this entity that could use this divinity for malevolent practice. So these teachings in the Bible completely understand, completely go with that your nature is inherently divine and you aren't ever separate from God, source, whatever. God is awareness. And without awareness, you wouldn't be alive, nigga. You would not be alive, nigga. So what the fuck does that tell you at its core is that if you have awareness, if you are aware enough to be self-reflecting and have self-realizations, nigga, that's it. That is it. That is it. Awareness is God. God is awareness. You have awareness. You are God. God made us in his image. What does that mean? God, a soul is but a fragment of God. And if you, even in Christianity, if you niggas believe that you have a soul, that soul is of divine. That soul is divine. That soul is of divine nature. That soul is of divinity. So if you niggas believe you have a soul, then you already know that God is in you. You already know that God is never separate from you. I don't understand where the flip happens at. Well, it's how we've been indoctrinated, of course. It's not, the blame is not on us whatsoever. I don't give a fuck who say anything about what. I mean, if you got something to say, you got something to say. It's not on me. It's just, I had a burning sensation, a burning desire to actually get this message out. You can say, who am I? I'm just a nigga who's tired of this reality being perpetuated in a certain way. And I'm tired of my people getting manipulated. And I'm tired of us not seeing who we are as a people. Not even just race-wise, as a people. Christ is here. Jesus is here. You have 144,000 souls here to wake niggas up to the true divine nature of humankind. Christ is here, nigga. Like, Jesus is back, nigga. The Christ energy is here. It's not just one singular person at this moment in time. It's multiple people that are teaching the teachings of Jesus in a sense, and trying to go back to this divine nature. And the reason I'm so tired as well is because they made the most spiritual people the most religious people. They made the people with the strongest connection to God the most religious. And it's done purposefully. It's done purposefully. It's done purposefully. Black people control reality, or that's a very vague way of putting it. I'm sorry if I can't come up with the words to accurately describe what I mean, but we influence reality in a way nobody would ever understand. What is the biggest religion on the planet? Who are the biggest believers of that religion? Okay. Who are the most popular brands in the world? let's say the United States. Who are the most popular brands in the United States? Why are those brands the most popular brands in the United States? Why did Target lose so much money? Where you grew up in America, Black Americans specifically, Black Americans are so special that they have to keep you down in a perpetual cycle of fear, anxiety, emotions running amok. Trump, Democrats, Republicans, all that shit is just to keep you in a loop of energy harvestment where you don't see the end of the tunnel, but that's because you shouldn't even be in the tunnel in the motherfucking first place. You don't have to go in the tunnel. Tunnel is just the place where you get lost. You know what I'm saying? Just, shit. It's another, just go around. But I'm so fucking tired of this perpetual cycle in motion that I can't hold it in anymore, nigga. I gotta just, fuck it, bro. If the people around me feel a type of, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I end up losing people over shit like this, then it is what it is. I really, fuck it and fuck ya, nigga. I mean, shit, it is what it is. But I'm sorry, bro. I'm just so tired of this shit. For real. I'm so tired of this shit. And like I said, I understand that everybody's spiritual journey is different. But it comes to a point where the truth has to be told. And whether you niggas believe it's the truth or not, it's not up to me. Everybody has their own journey. Everybody, everybody's on their own journey, spiritual journey. But I just wanted to put my voice out there and have a dialogue of what to do next, because niggas are in control of reality, not the fake whoever. I don't know. So you just have to choose to be different. You just have to choose to have faith in your divine nature, that God is never going against you. Energy is real. Everything is real. Negative influence is real. Negative forces are real. But love trumps all. Divine nature is love, abundance of love. It's nothing else below that. So when you get that connection with God, just know that God is you. Even if you're Christian and praying to a God in the sky, that's still within you, regardless if you're Christian or not, even Muslim. But yeah, just know that shit is not outside of you, regardless of what you believe in. God is not a man in the sky. God is a source within. God permeates through everything. God is awareness. We will never be without God, the one and only source. We will never be without God. So even if you went to hell, it'd be a lesson in itself. You couldn't burn for eternity, even if you fucking tried, because what kind of fucking sense would that make? That don't make any motherfucking sense at all. But hey, peace. Have a good one. And another thing I forgot to say, your ancestors didn't fight for the right for you to be here and still be enslaved. That is not the end goal. That is not the fruits of the fight. We are not experiencing true liberation. We are still enslaved in the mind. We are still mindly enslaved. We put shackles on our own brain because of the indoctrination we receive as kids growing up in this reality. But still, this is not the fruits of their labor. Mildly, 10%. But this is not the end goal. Life doesn't end at Christianity, and I don't want to keep saying it like that, but life doesn't end at religion. Life actually begins once you free your mind from the constraints and limitations you put on your own mind. True liberation is breaking completely free from the system and not perpetuating the so-called system we have in place right now. Because we're constantly manipulated on an energetic level to constantly keep us away from the true reality, which is that we're one with God, and we just keep getting distracted and pulled in so many different ways that you'll never see the true deception that is happening on the planet right now, because it's always an energetic pull somewhere, emotionally, somehow, some way. And if you realize at the start of January, it's always something that spearheads the year we have. And this year it's Leviathan in January, which is the world snake. And the reason Leviathan is a talking point now is because, like I said earlier, Christ is here. Christ is back now. Christ is back now. Like, Jesus is here. And when I say Jesus is here, I literally mean it, because the energy is here. The energy is back. The Christ energy is here on the planet. It's never actually left, but that awakening process is actually here. And the serpent in esoteric, in occult realms, is the wisdom and the knowledge. And I want to say Kundalini because it is, but that's a different story. And that just means, Kundalini means people, I don't know. People look at anything outside of, if you're a Christian, people look at anything outside of Christianity as demonic. So I didn't want to say it because niggas will take that shit and run with it. You niggas don't really know shit. You just think you do when it comes to shit like that. Stop doing that. Even if you remain Christian and will forever be, please stop doing that shit, because you don't have whatever. But the Kundalini is symbolic of the Christ consciousness, which is just an intricate piece of our body in our temple. This shit, a lot of niggas might not get this shit. This shit might sound far-fetched to a lot of motherfuckers because, excuse me, you only hear it in certain terms and you view it from a certain lens, but that is the reality of the situation. It is the reality of the situation. So yeah.